Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Felian Hippel. I am I'm a health equity program specialist for the Department of Health and Human Services. And with me tonight is also my manager, Christine Espinel. If you want to introduce yourself, Christine.
Oh, hi, everyone. I'm Christine Espinel. I'm with the Office of Health Equity. Super grateful to be here with you and also to hear all of the cool things that you talk about. And so, yeah, we're excited to be here today. This has been a long time coming as Aretta has provided this incredible background of the journey that you've been on.
Thanks, Christine. So tonight we're here with you to share how to fill out the CHW State Certification Application. It's pretty straightforward. There is just one particular part that's a little tricky, but we will walk you through it. So we have a website. The Office of Health Equity has a website that's dedicated to the CHW state certification. I will just show you that briefly right now. So this is the Community Health Worker State Certification website. It basically explains what is state certification, the requirements you need in order to become state certified, and the fees. So there is a $50 fee, initial fee to get state certification, and there's a $2 processing fee. And then you will have to wait 2 days for us to enter your application into the system before you can go and make that fee. So this is the website. We will include these slides in the follow-up email so that you can go and explore the website on your own. So I'm just going to go over the requirements. To become a state certified CHW, you must be at least 18 years of age, complete the Utah Core Skills Training Program that Debbie explained earlier, verify 300 hours of work experience serving communities, submit an application with the required documentation, agree to abide by national and state standards of practice and ethics for community health workers, and pay the $50 application fee. So the required documentation is to have a cover letter, certificate of completion of the Utah Core Skills Training Program, and a resume or curriculum vitae or CV. So these documents are to verify the 300 hours of community involvement you have with the two additional items. So you can have two of these. You can have 3 letters of recommendation, a summary sheet of research projects, a list and description of publications, presentations, reports, or projects authored by yourself, a statement of professional experience, a list of achievements and awards received by you, and a recent performance evaluation. So any 2 of these documents you will include with the cover letter, certificate, and resume. Again, the application fee is $50 plus a $2 handling fee, and that can be collected 2 days after you apply so that we have time to enter your application into the system. You will also have to adhere to the CHW Code of Ethics. Again, 18 years of age or older, and recertify every 2 years. So this recertification will be with 15 continuing education units or CEUs, and the renewal fee will be $25. To apply for state certification, you have to apply online. That's the only way to apply. So, and to process the application after we've entered it, you will be required to create a Utah ID. And then for that particular Utah ID, you will have to use a reliable email so that we can be in touch with you for recertification and let you know when your certificate is about to expire. And you have to be sure that you've completed the core skills training program and have your certificate ID number and have your verification documents ready to upload after filling out the application. So we just want to emphasize that if you want to apply for this, it would be best to have all of your documents ready and apply all at once so that you don't have to keep coming back to your provider portal, which we'll talk about later, to submit any documents. So it's best if you have the documents ready to upload once you've applied for, or once you apply for the document, for the, application process. So the first step is to complete the application. We're going to walk through this right now. This is what the application looks like. This is the link to get to the application, which we'll include in the follow-up email. So you'll enter your last name and then comma your first name. This is just an example, so Jane Doe. And then you'll enter your core skills certificate number or your grandfathering certificate number. And this number is from 5 to 8 digits long. And there are dashes, and you can include the dashes in this form. The next step will be to make sure your email address is accurate so that we can send you email notifications about missing documents and renewal. And we want to emphasize that you make sure the city is spelled correctly. UT is capitalized, and that your zip code is correct. When it's not, it causes some issues on the back end, but we should be able to correct it, but it would be easier to process the application if this information is correct. And the next question is, what age group do you belong to? You'll just select the age group that contains your current age. For what is your race ethnicity, select all that apply. You will just select races or the ethnicities that you belong to and or identify with. For languages, what languages do you speak? You will select all that apply by clicking the boxes next to the languages that you know how to speak. Where did you work or volunteer as a community health worker? Select all that apply. So you'll click the types of organizations you work for and or the communities you serve. Here is the list of those communities and organizations. For what type of geographic area do you work in? You'll select all that apply. So if you work in an urban area, you'll click on that. If it's in a city, which is within a county, you would click those that are applicable. So for submit documentation, I will show you how that works on the actual website. So for core skills training certificate of completion, you will go into your documents on your computer. So, and it is supposed to be saved as a PDF in order to upload it. Otherwise, the system won't take the document. So right here, I have an example of a core skills training certificate. So I will open that. And then ideally, you'll want your name attached to it as well. So this one is my resume or CV. So I have my name there, and it's marked CV, and it's a PDF. Oops, select it, and then open. And then for a cover letter, also, it would be good to have your name on there and what it is, clearly marked as a PDF. And then I also have a statement of professional experience, which I have my name attached to and a description in the title and saved as a PDF. So I'll open that. And then we'll have the one more I have is a recent performance evaluation. So I will select that file, which I have saved here as a PDF. So that is how you would, that is the easiest way to upload the documents that are required for the application if you have them already saved in one place, so that it's easy to grab those. And it would be also good to label them with your name and what it is, as well as make sure that it is saved as a PDF. So once you have those files selected and uploaded, it has the fees section description. It asks you to wait 2 working days before making the payment, just so we have time to enter you into the system. And then once those 2 days have passed, there is the link to apply for the payment here, as well as on the website that I showed you earlier. You'll also be asked if you want to opt into sharing your contact information with UCHW. This is helpful because this UCHW will provide information about upcoming CEUs or your upcoming renewal. So checking this box will enable them to contact you when they're providing any upcoming continuing education or any or if your renewal is coming up. And then for the attestation, this is a requirement to just ensure that all of the information you've provided to us is correct to the best of your knowledge. And so you would check that box and then hit submit. So that was the application process. In the slides, you will have just screenshots of what I just went through. So that's step 1. Step 2 is the tricky part: create a Utah ID. So after 2 days, and when you're ready to make the payment, you would go to this website here, and it will provide this page, and it will click on the login on the top of the page. Don't worry about any of this other information below it. So once you hit that page, it'll prompt you to create an account. This is required in order for you to make a payment because the account is linked to your payment. And you will be in the system because we've already entered you into the system. So you'll put in the email address that you used to apply for CHW certification. And then at that page, once you hit create an account, it will look like this. So the address that you used to apply, you'll enter it in there. Just an example, I used my email here. I'll click submit. Then it will email you a verification code. This Utah ID is a 2-step verification. So you will always be prompted to enter a code for security purposes. So then it will ask you for your first name, last name, and a username that you can choose. And then hit submit. You'll choose a password these are some of the password requirements. And then hit submit. And then once that's created, it'll bring you to this account information page. And then, so now you know you have an account created. You can click on the top right where it has a lock and log out of that account. That's step 2. So step 3, now you can go and make the payment. So you'll go to this dlbc.utah.gov, make a payment, this is on our website and it will be sent to you all. So this is what that homepage looks like. And you'll click on make an online credit or debit card payment. This is the page that will show up when you click that. You will enter your name, phone number, and your email address that is connected to the account. And you will enter in your last name and it will find you in this. You don't need to press the arrow down button. You just need to type your last name and you should pop up. And then you'll have to click on the down arrow and click agree to proceed. And then this box underneath will pop up. So there's the processing fee of $2 is automatically added, and you'll be only paying for one application fee. So you'll want to put 1 in that box. And then for the details, you can just type in the box NA or not applicable. And then you'll click the total button and it will total to 52. And then you'll click the submit to DLBC. I didn't notice it. Okay. And then it will take you to the payment page where you have the total. You will enter your credit card number and all the information. On the right, you'll notice that there's a disclaimer that your information is secure. You'll enter all the information that's connected to your card. And then you'll enter your email address in order to receive your receipt via email. And then you will click on the total amount and continue, and it will take you to the confirmation page that you have made the payment. So that was the payments. Now for the provider portal, this is after you've made the payment. If you go log into the Utah ID, that login button on the top of that page that I showed earlier, and go through those Utah ID website, it will take you to this page. This is your provider portal. This is where you can check for the payment if it was processed. So you would click on the left ledger, and then if you haven't done anything in the payment website, this is blank. But if you have, it should look like this. The day that you went in and made the payment, it'll show that it's still there because they haven't processed it. But it takes 5 business days for them to process the payment. So if you return to this after 5 business days, it should be 0 balance because they processed the payment. And so that's what the provider portal can help you check the status on. I know that was a lot of information. That is basically all of the steps for the application process. And let's see. Christine, is there anything that I missed or you want to emphasize or include?
No, I think you covered it. Thank you. We know this is the first time that you are seeing the application. I think we can mention something. As you noticed, you'll see yourself, or it's reflected as a facility or a provider. So when you are in the system, DHHS, we actually are responsible for the licenses of all childcare in the state, and a lot of other certifications. So you are now, as a certified workforce, if you apply, are part of this certification. So you'll be referred to as either a facility or a provider. So just know that that means you. That doesn't mean that you're a facility or a provider yourself, but that means that's just everyone that gets certified. So just to make that clarification, if that's helpful. Thank you, Philianne.